Hey everybody, Ron here again doing a quick review from beautiful London, Ontario. Oh, what a lovely day. I got myself a nice rental. This is a 2017 Hyundai Sonata, and what a beaut. I believe this is the GL, which is about as limited in perks as you can get with this car. Now, I'm pretty sure with the 2017 they didn't make any changes with these cars, but as far as a rental, this thing's great. I mean, it doesn't have much of anything as far as the engine. It's a 2.4 liter, I believe. It's a direct injected 4-cylinder. It's got about 185 horsepower, which is not bad. And I believe you can start getting other trims. This again is the GT, but I think if you get the GLS or the Sports Tech, you can start getting a turbocharge in there as well, which will get it up to 260 pound of torque. Now this is a 6-speed automatic, and again, you'd have to check out other reviews on these things, but I think you can get them in standard, again, only for the Sports Tech or the Limited. With this though, it did come with the, here we go, let me just start this up. It did come with the rear camera, which, that's kind of nice. Most cars now are coming standard with these cameras, which is fantastic. So yeah, the rear view camera comes standard in these cars now. It's going to be the law eventually. It's about as basic as you can get in these cars. Again, great for a rental. What's neat though is you can put it in, in sport mode, which is nice. It does stick to the ground, but it is, it is a sedan. I'm not expecting too much more than that from, it's not an all-wheel drive. But coming from the car that I'm used to, this is definitely a step down. But as far as the Hyundais, I know that they're getting better and better. I did do a review on a Honda Civic, and I'll be honest, I like this car more than the Honda Civic because it's just got functional, here, I'll pull over here, things are just easier. A couple things I'm not a big fan of. I don't like these switches. I think they're kind of silly. You would like some more of a quality or a button you can push. Obviously, I'm not getting leather wrapped steering wheel in a rental. You got the automatic, windows. This is the one automatic window, whereas these guys, you do not. Stereo. A couple of quick things here with the stereo. It's quite a simple stereo to use. It's got the presets. The Bluetooth is in this car. That's awesome. As far as what my wife has said, usually the speakers, they're right up here. The Bluetooth has worked quite well in these. Like, she can hear me clearly. The Bluetooths that they had about 10 years ago, they struggled a bit. So, so far I've been quite impressed with, the stereo, the Bluetooth being able to pair with the car. That hasn't been an issue. And as far as sound and the quality that comes out of these cars, it's
Eastern Screech Owl.
It's pretty good too. So it's a standard car that didn't come with very much. Got my jacket back there, but it's a 5-seater, of course, and it rides pretty well. So I'm not too unhappy with it. But one thing it does come with is the sport option. Now, sport, I know it just kind of brings up the revs a bit in the lower gear sometimes. Of course, it's not going to do anything with the, the suspension or anything with this car. But one thing that I found, and it's kind of odd, they used to do this with the BMWs when they first came out with this, is they have the plus sign at the top and the minus sign at the bottom. It's backwards. So ideally, what I do is if I want to drop a gear, I would push it forward to gear down. But in this car, if I want to, gear down, I'm pulling it towards me. And if I want to start speeding up, I got to kind of push it away, which I find a little awkward. It's kind of backwards to how it should be. And they kind of figured it out with the other cars a while ago. So I don't know why these cars are doing this now. The other option you can do is just press the mode button right here. And then you can see it goes from Eco, and of course I could switch the Eco into Sport or just Standard as well.